Good evening, I am Tomas Guevara Calderon, and this is the channel Rewriting the Reality. Subscribe to this channel to understand our real nature. In today's episode, number 201, I am going to further the explanation of our intent. In some episodes, I made the mistake of comparing our intent with our purpose, and this is incorrect. If you don't achieve your purpose, it can be seen as a failure. However, when I said that our purpose is to experience anything that can be experienced, this is true because there is no right or wrong. Everything is an experience that helps us understand that everything matters. Today, we're diving into a profound subject, the meaning of our intent, illustrated through the lives and teachings of famous individuals. We'll start with Jesus Christ, but first let me explain that I am not a follower of the Bible. However, Jesus' teachings offer deep insights into faith, intent, and inner potential. Challenging existing beliefs. Jesus often challenged the established beliefs and norms of his time. His statement, "I did not come to bring peace, but a sword," Matthew 10 verse 34, signifies the disruptive power of his teachings. He aimed to re-examine the prevailing truths and guide people toward a deeper, more personal understanding of spirituality. The power of faith. Through parables like the mustard seed, Jesus emphasized the extraordinary power of faith. In Matthew 17 verse 20, he said, "If you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can say to this mountain, 'Move from here to there,' and it will move. Nothing will be impossible for you." This illustrates how even the smallest amount of genuine faith can achieve miraculous outcomes. Healing through faith. When Jesus healed the afflicted, he often said, "Your faith has made you well," Luke 8 verse 48. This statement highlights the crucial role of personal faith in healing and transformation. It wasn't solely his actions, but the individual's faith that facilitated the miracle, emphasizing the power within each person to effect change. Recognizing divine potential. Jesus encouraged individuals to recognize their own divine potential. By saying, "You are God's," John 10 verse 34, he was challenging people to see the divine within themselves and live up to that potential through faith and righteous actions. Intent versus purpose. It's essential to distinguish between intent and purpose. Intent refers to the underlying motivation behind our actions, while purpose is the end goal. Even if we don't achieve our purpose, our intent remains valuable and meaningful. Jesus' teachings show that true change comes from within, driven by personal faith and intent. A timeless message. Jesus' message transcends specific historical moments, resonating across different eras and cultures. His intent was to provide timeless spiritual guidance that remains relevant today. He emphasized that we have the power to achieve anything if we trust ourselves, saying, "Your faith has saved you," Luke 7 verse 50. However, his disciples didn't understand his teachings and they distorted his messages. However, these distortions proved another point in our reality, that everyone affects the others, because we create ripples through consciousness with our actions and beliefs. Let's continue with Ludwig Feuerbach and his famous phrase, "Man created God." Ludwig Feuerbach, a German philosopher, argued that the concept of God is a projection of human qualities and desires. In his work, The Essence of Christianity, 1841, Feuerbach proposed that theological concepts are essentially anthropological, meaning they reflect human nature and aspirations. He believed that humans create the idea of God to embody their highest ideals and moral aspirations. By understanding God as a projection of human qualities, he encouraged a deeper exploration of our own nature and potential. This idea aligns with Jesus' emphasis on self-awareness and personal transformation. Friedrich Nietzsche came with his phrase, "God is dead." Friedrich Nietzsche, another German philosopher, famously declared that God is dead in his work, The Gay Science, 1882. Nietzsche's statement was not meant to be taken literally but rather as a metaphor for the decline of traditional religious and moral values in the modern world. He believed that the Enlightenment and the rise of scientific thinking had eroded the belief in God and the religious foundations of morality. Nietzsche argued that without the belief in God, society needed to find new foundations for meaning and values. His critique of religion aimed to push society to find new ways of understanding and creating values, which can be seen as an extension of Jesus' message of inner transformation and empowerment. In conclusion, both Feuerbach and Nietzsche expanded on the themes introduced by Jesus, though they approached it from a philosophical and critical standpoint rather than a theological one. They continued the dialogue about human potential, faith, and the nature of belief, encouraging a deeper examination of our own power and responsibility in shaping our lives. Interconnectedness of consciousness. My idea that there is no separation in consciousness and that everything interacts with each other highlights the profound interconnectedness of all existence. This perspective resonates with many modern philosophical and scientific viewpoints that emphasize the holistic nature of reality. Then came Gottfried Wilhelm Leibniz with the concept of monads. Now let's delve into an intriguing perspective, Leibniz's concept of monads, which suggested that they were self-contained and non-interactive, reflecting a pre-established harmony. However, my interpretation emphasizes the interconnectedness of all things, both physical and non-physical. Gottfried Wilhelm Leibniz, a German philosopher and mathematician, introduced the concept of monads as non-physical entities. In his work, Monadology, 1714, Leibniz described monads as simple, indivisible, and non-material substances that make up the fundamental building blocks of reality. He argued that monads are metaphysical entities without physical extension, and they do not interact causally with each other. Leibniz's monads can be seen as the first attempt to describe the links of consciousness. According to him, each monad reflects the entire universe from its own unique perspective, contributing to the harmony and order of the cosmos. However, Leibniz's idea of non-interacting monads contrasts with the modern understanding that everything, physical or non-physical, interacts with each other. Contrary to Leibniz's view, the modern perspective emphasizes that there is no separation in consciousness and that everything is interconnected. This idea aligns with the notion that consciousness is a fundamental aspect of reality, and it helps us understand the nature of our intent. By recognizing the non-physical connections between entities, we can appreciate the broader implications of our actions and motivations. Now let's talk about Albert Einstein and the power of imagination. Albert Einstein, one of the most renowned physicists in history, is often remembered for his revolutionary contributions to science, such as the theory of relativity. However, many people don't know that Einstein wasn't considered a stellar student in mathematics during his high school and college years. Despite this, he possessed an exceptional appreciation for the power of imagination. Einstein famously said, "Imagination is more important than knowledge." For knowledge is limited, whereas imagination embraces the entire world, stimulating progress, giving birth to evolution. This quote highlights how imagination allows us to transcend the boundaries of current knowledge and explore new possibilities. Imagination in consciousness. Einstein's appreciation for imagination aligns with the idea that everything we imagine already exists in consciousness. Our imagination is a tool that enables us to modify and transform existing concepts, leading to new inventions and ideas. By tapping into the vast potential of consciousness, we can bring forth innovative solutions and insights that reshape our understanding of the world. Examples of imagination in Einstein's work. One of the most famous examples of Einstein's use of imagination is his thought experiments, such as imagining what it would be like to ride alongside a beam of light. These mental exercises allowed him to explore the implications of his theories and ultimately led to groundbreaking discoveries in physics. Intent and creativity. Einstein's intent was to help uncover the fundamental truths of the universe, and his creative approach to problem solving was a key factor in his success. By valuing imagination and intuition, he demonstrated how intent and creativity go hand in hand. His work serves as a powerful reminder that embracing our imaginative potential can lead to profound advancements and a deeper understanding of reality. In conclusion, Albert Einstein exemplifies the importance of imagination in the realm of consciousness. His ability to envision new possibilities and challenge established notions allowed him to make monumental contributions to science. By recognizing the power of imagination, we can harness our intent to create and innovate, shaping a future filled with endless possibilities. Now let's include here three icons of soccer. First, Diego Maradona and Lionel Messi, who are two of the most iconic figures in the world of soccer. Their journeys and playing styles offer valuable lessons about the power of intent and the impact of personal choices. Diego Maradona, genius with a turbulent path. Diego Maradona is celebrated for his extraordinary talent and ability to play soccer effortlessly. His famous Hand of God goal and the stunning solo effort against England in the 1986 World Cup are legendary. Maradona's skill, vision, and creativity on the field made him a soccer icon. However, Maradona's personal life was marked by struggles with addiction and other challenges. His choices led to what we can describe as thick energy, indicating a heaviness and turmoil that overshadowed his brilliance. Despite his immense talent, his off-field issues impacted on his legacy and well-being. Lionel Messi, surfing through soccer. Lionel Messi, often compared to Maradona, has also displayed an effortless mastery of the game. With his incredible dribbling, precise finishing, and unmatched vision, Messi makes soccer look almost magical. His consistency and dedication to the sport have earned him numerous accolades, including multiple Ballon d'Or awards. Unlike Maradona, Messi has managed to maintain a relatively scandal-free personal life. His focus on the game and disciplined lifestyle have allowed him to continue playing at the highest level, showcasing the purity of his intent and passion for soccer. Messi's surfing through the game exemplifies how a clear and focused intent can lead to sustained success and joy in one's endeavors. Intent and personal choices. Both Maradona and Messi highlight the importance of intent and personal choices. Maradona's immense talent was undeniable, but his struggles outside the game show how choices can impact one's energy and legacy. Messi's disciplined approach and pure love for the game illustrate how intent, when aligned with positive intentions and choices, can lead to sustained excellence. In conclusion, Maradona and Messi's stories remind us that intent and personal choices are crucial in shaping our paths. By maintaining a clear and focused intent, we can navigate our journeys with grace and achieve our goals. Cristiano Ronaldo, bridging religious divides. Cristiano Ronaldo, one of the most celebrated soccer players in the world, has not only made a significant impact on the field but also off it. Raised in a Roman Catholic family, Ronaldo's faith has always been an integral part of his life. Despite his strong Christian beliefs, Ronaldo has shown immense respect and appreciation for other religions, including Islam. Promoting unity and respect. Ronaldo's actions have often demonstrated his commitment to promoting unity and respect among different religious communities. For instance, he has been seen showing respect to Muslim players and fans, and he has publicly expressed his admiration for their faith. This mutual respect helps bridge the gap between Christians and Muslims, showing that we can live in harmony despite our differences in religious beliefs. Charitable work and philanthropy. Ronaldo's philanthropic efforts also reflect his inclusive approach. He has donated to various causes, regardless of the beneficiaries' religious backgrounds. His charitable work includes supporting hospitals, disaster relief efforts, and charities around the world. By focusing on the common good, Ronaldo exemplifies how we can come together to make a positive impact, transcending religious boundaries. A role model for unity. Through his actions and public persona, Ronaldo serves as a role model for unity and coexistence. His ability to respect and appreciate different religious beliefs while staying true to his own faith sends a powerful message. It shows that we can celebrate our diversity and find common ground, fostering a more inclusive and harmonious world. In conclusion, Cristiano Ronaldo's actions highlight the importance of mutual respect and understanding among different religious communities. By promoting unity and showing that we can live in harmony despite our differences, he sets an example for others to follow, exactly as Jesus wanted to teach us. I has never been interested in politics, but I want to mention Fidel Castro and his complex legacy. Fidel Castro, the revolutionary leader of Cuba, had a profound impact on both his country and the world. His intent was to create a better life for his people through socialism, but his methods and the outcomes of his actions have been widely debated. Intent and revolutionary change. Castro's intent was to liberate Cuba from what he saw as oppressive regimes and to establish a socialist state that would provide equality and prosperity for all. His revolution in 1959 overthrew the Batista dictatorship, and he implemented sweeping reforms in education, healthcare, and land distribution. However, his authoritarian approach and suppression of dissent led to significant controversy and criticism, and the repression of freedom resulted in one of the worst dictatorships in America. Impact on the Soviet Union and the Cold War. Castro's alignment with the Soviet Union during the Cold War had far-reaching consequences. After the Cuban Revolution, Castro sought Soviet support to counterbalance the hostility from the United States. This alliance led to the Cuban Missile Crisis in 1962, a pivotal moment in the Cold War that brought the world to the brink of nuclear conflict. Castro's actions and the crisis significantly influenced the dynamics between the US and the Soviet Union, highlighting the global impact of his leadership. Influence on Berlin and beyond. Castro's revolutionary fervor and his commitment to spreading socialism also had an impact on other parts of the world. His support for revolutionary movements in Latin America, Africa, and Asia demonstrated his intent to promote global change. The ideological battle between socialism and capitalism, exemplified by Castro's Cuba, contributed to the tensions that eventually led to the fall of the Berlin Wall and the dissolution of the Soviet Union. A mixed legacy. While Castro's intent was to create a better society, his methods and the outcomes of his policies have been the subject of much debate. His efforts to force change often led to economic hardships, political repression, and human rights abuses. However, his influence on global politics and his role in shaping the course of the Cold War cannot be denied. Fidel Castro's story indeed exemplifies the complex interplay between intent and intention. While his intent to improve the lives of his people through socialism was well-meaning, his methods and the outcomes of his actions often led to unintended negative consequences. However, his intent had a powerful influence beyond Cuba, impacting global politics and inspiring revolutionary movements in other parts of the world. Value fulfillment through intent. This example highlights the idea that our intent can resonate and create ripples of change, even if the immediate outcomes are not as we envisioned. Castro's intent to challenge the status quo and promote socialism found expression in various ways, affecting the Soviet Union, the Berlin Wall, and revolutionary movements across Latin America, Africa, and Asia. This demonstrates the concept of value fulfillment, where our intentions can manifest and influence others, leading to broader transformations. Lessons from Castro's legacy. From Castro's legacy, we can learn that intent, when aligned with positive values and executed thoughtfully, has the potential to create significant and lasting change. It also reminds us of the importance of considering the broader impact of our actions or intentions and the potential unintended consequences. In conclusion, Fidel Castro's story serves as a powerful example of how intent and intention can shape our lives and the world around us. By understanding the dynamics between these elements, we can better harness our intent to achieve meaningful and positive outcomes. It's fantastic that we can incorporate their ideas while staying true to your perspective. We can frame their theories in a way that acknowledges their contributions to understanding human behavior and consciousness, while also presenting our view on the interconnectedness of all things. Here's another way to include their ideas. Psychological perspectives on intent and consciousness. Carl Jung, The Collective Unconscious and Archetypes. Carl Jung introduced the concept of the collective unconscious, which I have explained that nothing is unconscious because everything is made of links of consciousness, is a shared reservoir of human experiences and archetypes that influence our thoughts and behaviors. While Jung's idea suggests that these archetypes operate below the level of conscious awareness, we can view them as patterns of consciousness that connect us to a greater whole. These archetypes guide our intent and actions, reflecting the interconnectedness of our shared human experience. Sigmund Freud, The Unconscious Mind. Sigmund Freud's theories on the unconscious mind, which is wrong, propose that our thoughts, desires, and memories influence our behavior without us being aware of them. From my perspective, these unconscious elements can be seen as aspects of consciousness that we haven't yet brought to full awareness. By acknowledging the links of consciousness, we can understand how these hidden elements shape our intent and actions and how bringing them to light can lead to personal growth. Viktor Frankl, Finding Meaning. Viktor Frankl's work on finding meaning, particularly in the face of adversity, highlights the power of intent and purpose. Frankl believed that our primary drive is to find meaning in life, and that this quest for meaning shapes our actions and resilience. From the perspective of interconnected consciousness, our search for meaning is a reflection of our intent to understand and fulfill our role in the larger tapestry of existence. By presenting their ideas in this way, we can honor their contributions while also framing them within our perspective of interconnected consciousness. This approach allows us to appreciate the depth of their insights and integrate them into a holistic understanding of intent and human experience. I hope this episode will fully explain the purpose of my channel, which is to look for the meaning that unites us instead of looking for the differences, also to understand that our beliefs are only that, beliefs. They are not truths but can be considered our personal truths. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and remember that if you wish for information, you can buy my books at Amazon.com.